Bit about the completeness of this game. It looked like you guys dominated from start to finish.
I mean, probably, I thought that, we never frown on a 5-2 win and a 5-1 lead after the second period. I would have liked to close out a little stronger. They made a nice play on their goal, but and I still think it was goal interference, to be very honest. But I'll go to my grave knowing it was. I thought that for a week off, that was what you expect. You expect a little bit of lack of execution in some areas. The crispness wasn't quite there in transition. We didn't play as fast as we want to at the pace that we want to. So I will be a lot better in those areas tomorrow. But overall, I thought we played pretty well, especially for taking a week off and coming in and getting a 5-2 win.
So the second period, you get a power play goal and even strength on a short end.
Yeah, that's a complete trifecta right there. But the Master made a hell of a play. I know it was Donor that made the play to Juddy, and Juddy it was a really nice finish.
Your thoughts on TJ again tonight? He was solid as always.
Yeah, he was solid. I thought for the first time all season he was maybe fighting a little bit in the first, and he got through it, which was good to see. And then he settled in and was himself. He was really good.
Is the power play one of those areas you want to see a little more execution going forward?
Yeah, I thought the power play. I mean, Kopp just missed the net in the first period, and he buries that all the time. And it had a lot of really good looks. And it got us a big goal to go up 4-1. And we knew when we went up 4-1, it's probably game over. So at the end of the day, they got us a goal. We won the special teams battle, which is always a huge measurement and metric that you want to hit, and we got it done.
Is it that much more encouraging when you've been so strong on the power play over the last 3 games, especially? It seems like to go 0 for tonight and still be able to put up 5 goals.
Well, we scored a power play goal. Right?
Oh, right,
yeah,
right.
So it's just not on the score sheet, but it'll get changed.
Mm.
But we did score. Donor's goal is a power play goal, so we got one again. When you get a power play goal and you don't give up one, you win the special teams battle. It's huge.
Coach, what can you say about the depth tonight, getting 5 goals from 5 different players? How important is that, not only tonight, but moving forward?
Well, we're deep, and we've said that from day one, and it was a matter of time before the Jacksons really get going. I thought they were our best players tonight. They were just played with some pace, and they were really moving and getting a lot of good things done. They could have had a few. So when they're going to start scoring for us, we have a lot of guys up front that can get it done.
Coach, earlier this week you mentioned kind of not taking this Alaska Anchorage team lightly. Scoring 2 goals in the first period, how do you think your team came out today?
Well, I mean, you can't take anybody lightly. We're still a new program too. So we've been where they're at. Not very long ago at all, and we know. When you go into environments like this and buildings like this against teams like ours, it's an opportunity for new programs. They have nothing to lose, and that's why they play. The team plays hard. They played to the final buzzer, and we knew that they would. And we're going to have to be better tomorrow because we know they'll be better.
Coach, seems like every time an Alaska team comes to town, it gets pretty physical. And Dewey throwing a couple shots last year against Fairbanks, then very physical game tonight. I feel like one of the most physical at home so far this year. Why do you think that is against teams from?
I think these teams are they just play hard. They play hard and with a chip, and I respect that. And they kept it clean, and I liked how the team played. They just played hard. We knew that they would. With being independent and they're independent, and so is Fairbanks, and we're kind of committed to playing them as long as we are 4 times a year. It's going to develop into a rivalry, just like it did with Fairbanks.
Coach, had to get 2 kind of dirty goals there per se in the first period. About 15 minutes to go, or started. 15 minutes. What was kind of the message there after getting those 2? They played you hard kind of that first 15 and getting those 2 dirty goals there to go 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, it's what it takes. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and it can't always be pretty. So we preach that all the time. And getting a guy driving hard in the net with his stick on the ice, and 2 guys did it, and it got us a nice cushion, and we didn't look back.
Thoughts on Dangos tonight? I thought he was good.
He was really good. He made a hell of a play on the entry in that first goal. He's a dynamic kid back there. He made some mistakes, which you knew he would. I mean, he played in 3 games and sat out 6, so it was his first game back, and he made an impact in a positive way. And he'll be a lot better tomorrow. Just more crisp coming out of our zone, tape to tape, getting it, moving his feet a little bit more. Those are all things that he can do a little bit better. But I think overall he made a positive impact on the game.
Any updates on Jackson and Charlie?
Yeah, they're fine. If they had to play, they could. But it's November, and you know we have a deep roster, and if kids are 80%, we're gonna play the kids that are 100% right now at this point in the season.
Anything else?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.